For now, we'll be coming to you live from the Clash At Madness PPV. Tonight, we start to wrap up all the preparations for a night of pure madness and violence, ladies and gentlemen. This is episode 9 of VRW Warzone. Tonight, we have ourselves a stacked lineup for you, the VRW Riots.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome one half of the VRW Warzone Tag Team Champions and a VRW Survivor Champion, Brandon Ace.
There's about 2 weeks ago, where Brandon Ace's tag team partner Michael Carter was assaulted, and we all believe that whoa! Ace Barrett from behind is now assaulting Brandon Ace before he can even talk about the things that have been happening to the Atrocity Kings as of 2 weeks. And out of nowhere, Ace Barrett on this rampage. An unprovoked attack. Brandon Ace trying to fight off as best as he can, but Ace Barrett keeping the fight, keeping this assault going. And Brandon trying to get his licks in here. Trying to toss Barrett around, but Barrett persistent as always. And Brandon being sent down the rampway. Having the slightest idea why Ace Barrett decided to come and go straight after the Soul Survivor Champion. Bashing his face with his own title. This ruthless side of Ace Barrett that has been building up for weeks. And Brandon Ace is ready for a fight now. Barrett with the Soul Survivor Championship ahead, and look at what's happening up on the stage. King Storm and AJ Graves on the attack of Kyle Young and Marcus Holloway. All hell is breaking loose, and this show is barely even started. Inside the ring, Brandon Ace and Ace Barrett are still going at it on the stage. They have themselves a whole other fight. The Broken Kingdom trying to retake their dynasty in VRW, and is being thwarted right now by Young, Holloway, and Ace. The declaration made by Ruby Tribbiani. We're going to restart the start of this show right now with a huge 6-man tag team matchup. Now Marcus Holloway and Ace Barrett start things off here. Such a chaotic beginning to the start of episode 9 of VRW Warzone. As always, ladies and gentlemen, I am the voice of VRW commentary. I am one and only Quadissimo. And now we have ourselves an impromptu tag team matchup to kick off this episode of the Warzone. Is the Broken Kingdom versus Marcus Holloway, Kyle Young, and one half of the tag team champions, the Soul Survivor Champion, Brandon Ace. A couple of weeks now, the Broken Kingdom has been all sorts for wares. Ace Barrett turning his attention to Brandon Ace. And Brandon's tag team partner, Michael Carter, has been put on a shelf for a couple of weeks due to an attack that we all thought was brought on by Ace Barrett at the Broken Kingdom, but instead, last week we had Brandon Ace and Austin Storm hits a cover with a bridge and a kick out. There's a match between the King and the Soul's-Art Champion from out of nowhere. Pandemonium's Eric Casey and the returning El Toro Demonio appeared and assaulted both men. Brandon Ace then took to Twitter, realizing that it wasn't the Broken Kingdom that attacked Michael Carter. Instead, it was Pandemonium, and now we have ourselves a situation with a Broken Kingdom. Now wanting to take out their frustrations on Brandon Ace, but Kyle Young and Marcus Holloway now seeming to insert themselves into the situation. Kyle Young, who recently got a victory over the former world champion Ace Barrett, thinking that it is appropriate for him to put his 2 cents into the matter. Marcus Holloway, who's been by his side back when it was the week of the Broken Kingdom. Boot camp and a German suplex by Kyle Young. The big man is taking a ride. AJ Grace did not expect the deceiving power of Kyle Young. Kyle, who doesn't take too farly to the agenda of the King of the Warzone, Austin Storm, great counter to the Lariat. And again, Kyle Young has the upper hand against AJ Graves. And once again, AJ is going for another ride with these German suplexes brought on by Kyle Young. Incredible deceiving strength on display by Kyle, and now gonna lock in a triangle armbar submission, trying to force AJ to tap out, but too strong is AJ. Tag is made to the King of the Warzone, Austin Storm right out the back, and Kyle dropping the King, trying to make him humble here tonight. And oh! Kick to the face of Kyle, he still doesn't go down. That time off the elbow. But the King and his tyranny is unfolding here. Austin Storm, who has been patiently trying to bring the Broken Kingdom back to their former glory days. It has been one roadblock at a time, but the King looking to overcome and hurdle all of these obstacles in between himself and his success with the Broken Kingdom. The swinging STO dropping Kyle Young. Kyle is trapped in broken territory, and the King of the Warzone has his target all lined up right in front of him with the drive-by drop kick. And now swiftly going into the cover to pin Kyle Young. It is a kick out at 2. The King of the Warzone looking to eliminate all insurgents. The tag was made to Ace Bear, now being the legal man. Kyle Young picked up from underneath the ring. Not even giving Ace the time of day, but Bear making him pay. Now gonna toss Kyle Young all the way around the ring as much as he can. Upset that his assault on Brandon Ace was interrupted by both Kyle and Marcus. And the referee's count is at 5, but this striking brawl between Kyle Young and Ace Barrett getting out of hand. Count is at 7 now. Barrett gonna toss Young back inside the ring. But Kyle Young able to make the tag back to Marcus Holloway. And here comes Marcus. Misses with the big boot. Big forearm strike to the face. Misses with a drop kick. Ace Barrett now being shoved away by Holloway. Misses with the kick to the midsection. Stiff forearm. Barrett back in control, looking for the ace of spades or Holloway. Holloway able to pinch the arm. And a great counter. With the point of the elbow, there's a drop kick, whoa, and a nip-up kicking Holloway in the face. A swift sequence by Barrett and Holloway here, but Barrett stuck in the wrong place right now. Kick down, Holloway with a stomping stampede. tag was made to Brandon Ace, and they're continuing the stomps. The unprovoked assault by Ace Barrett. He must now be wondering what kind of damage that Brandon Ace can do to him out of pure rage and anger. Now being the legal man, Brandon Ace covering this a king. Not even giving the referee time to think, taking out Holloway. And Barrett trying to come back into this matchup with sheer authority. And Brandon, these striking combinations and a knee to the temple. Taking a little bit too much time to gloat, and now is in the clutches of Ace Barrett of the Broken Kingdom. Brandon Ace trying to fight his way through. And a clothesline driving Barrett into the corner. And here comes the dual champion of VRW off the slingshot leg drop. Brandon Ace starting to turn things into his own favor. Drop down, Death Valley takedown by Barrett. And now is back at the mercy. Off the snapmare takedown. Drop kick moved out of the way by the champion. And Brandon Ace. Backbreaker, neckbreaker combination. And now looking for the tab is the rest of the Broken Kingdom. But Brandon Ace not letting it happen at all right now. Look out, ripcord knee strike. Fighting in the wrong territory, but still persisted on. Oh, into the DDT by Barrett. And Ace Barrett tried to go for that bicycle pump kick and a wheel kick catching. And look at the sheer strength and power of the dual champion of VRW of the gut-wrenching power bomb. A kick out by Barrett. Brandon Ace is looking to silence what many claim to be the weak link in the Broken Kingdom into the Golden Ace Crusher. Now the cover, and once again the King of the Warzone, saving the matchup for the Kingdom. Brandon Ace furious, Brandon Ace livid at this situation right now. The referee is down, and now Brandon Ace back on his assault. Ace versus Ace. Dead center of the ring. Little homage to their experience in the On the Throne tournament. A boot to the face by Ace Barrett. Now going to send the champion into the corner of the Broken Kingdom. Shoulder first in the middle turnbuckle. Once again, slingshot even taking out Ace Barrett. I'm sorry, Austin Storm. Into the same sink. And a shot taking it out the King. And a tag was made by AJ Graves. Ducks underneath the clothesline. Here comes the Clothesline champion. Oh! I think Brandon was able to trip up AJ Graves in that exchange. Now whipped into that turnbuckle. With authority, Brandon Ace is all fired up. Catching the kick. Drop down. Turns him over. AJ Graves now. Shots to the ribs. Holding on to the arms, looking for the Romero special. And now a transition into a Dragon Sleeper hold. Keeping the Soulside champion in an awkward position, but able to find a way out. Now both men back on a vertical basis, blocking a punch there. And now Brandon Ace having AJ down. Locks him into the Grand Cross. Grand Cross is locked in. AJ's arm is trapped, nowhere to go. Brandon Ace forcing AJ Graves to tap out.
Here are your winners, the team of Marcus Holloway, Caw Creators, and the VRW champion, and VRW Warzone Tag Team champions, Brandon Ace.
Such a chaotic start to VRW Warzone here tonight. Just take a look back at some of the action that took place here. Carl Young was not playing any kind of games here against the Broken Kingdom. Even Marcus Holloway tried to get his 2 cents in, but Ace Barrett showing his persistence in making Brandon Ace's life a living hell. But Brandon Ace did no favors for the progress of the Broken Kingdom done by the King of Warzone, forcing one of his most reliable hands to tap out. An unfamiliar sight that we've never seen in VRW. A great win for these three men, but ladies and gentlemen, the night still is very fresh here tonight. So much action. We do need to crown ourselves a #1 contender for the American Revolution Championship. JD Wells already has a win over Byron. Can he get a victory over Karan Cook to secure himself a championship opportunity? And speaking of that championship opportunity, it is a second chance qualifier for these three who failed to contend for this opportunity. Tyson Sharp, Zigzag, and RJ Smith. Which one of these three will join in the frenzy match inside of a cage fight? And speaking of the Clash of Madness pay-per-view, huge stipulation is applied. Should BeBe beat Triss Riley, then a fall will be granted to Jada Storm. But if Triss wins, then BeBe is barred from ringside. Huge stakes here later on tonight. And in our main event, the Undisputed Elite declared themselves the alphas of the entire War Made Tag Team division, trying to take out KSI and Amber Young last week. Can they do it here tonight in the main event?
Contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall, and here's your winner. The team of Grace Suzuki, Nikita Singh, Graceful Carnage.
And as lively as the Warriors tag team division has been getting as of late, one team that is sure to bring more sparks into the flames is Graceful Carnage.
Their opponents from San Antonio, Texas, the team of Rose and Riley Knight, the Silent Nuggets.
It has been quite some time since we have seen this sight, the sisterly duo of Rose and Riley Knight. One team that is the only team that was a sister pairing taking on the rest of the War-Man tag team divisions. These two have a history with being the top champion of this War-Man division. One championship that has eluded them both. Definitely the War-Man's Tag Team Championship, currently held by the Undisputed Elite, who have their hands tied in the main event later on tonight. But you know that the Tag Team Championship goal is on everyone's mind if you are in the War-Man's Tag Team division. You know, Nikita Sane is no stranger to championship gold, a former champion in her own right. The first ever War-Man's television champion, now taking on a former War-Man's champion, Riley Knight. She was there when the championship was inaugurated. Ooh! And that matchup alongside Pat Amy, and that was when the start of a historic championship reign had begun. But focusing on the here and now, Riley Knight trying to get an early victory over Graceful Carnage at the expense of Nikita Sane. Nikita and Grace Suzuki, two of the hardest hitting Asian wrestlers here on the VRW roster. Nikita Sane, the Carnage Pirate of VRW, showed the first into the mat by Riley Knight. And now, oof. Keep it in mind that, once again, our main event is a huge tag team main event with the Undisputed Elite versus the War-Man's champion herself, Amber Young, teamed up with Kickstarter Incorporated. Sure to be a hard-hitting affair with kicks and tricks. Meanwhile, we have Riley Knight stretching and hyperextending both arms of Nikita Sane right now, using assistance from the ropes and a boot to the face, knocking Nikita to the outside. And Riley Knight continuing her assault on the outside, countering the back elbow strike. And now wrestling for control on the outside, right in front of the VRW Riots. Air slapping right in the face of Nikita Sane, keeping her guessing the mindset of one half of the Knights of VRW, blocking the elbow. Once again, a heavy shot by Nikita. And now, look at this. Whoa! The agileness of Nikita Sane to a takedown. In the back of the head and neck, slamming hard on the floor to the outside here, sending Riley back inside the ring. Gonna make that tag to Rose, the older sister of the Silent Knights. And a big roundhouse kick. Knocking down and a super kick to boot. I have no idea how Nikita is keeping up with a former War-Man's champion. And it's a takedown. Wrapping up the legs. Nikita Sane looking for a prison lock here on Rose Knight. Now looking to go for the transitional period here, kicking off Nikita from that submission status. Now driving her back into the corner here. Whoa! Misses with the knee. Great sensory hyper awareness by Nikita Sane, now with a grip of the nape of the neck. Now driving the elbows into the ribs in midsection here. Looking to get a little separation from Nikita Sane, up on the shoulders now of Rose Knight. Now just gonna drape Nikita on the top rope here. And Grace is itching to get herself involved in the matchup here as the Legal War Maiden. And look at the strength and power of Rose Knight of that one-arm spine buster. Now Sane, once again, this time trying to go straight for the legs of Rose Knight, but Rose having it well scouted here. There's a famous sir, but quickly getting back up to her feet here. Not even giving Nikita the satisfaction. And now, Nikita Sane locking herself up on a comeback train. There's the Pele kick. Looking to find a way back into a winning predicament here. Trying to go for a spine buster, but Rose Knight not letting it happen. And now, off the deep arm drag by Nikita Sane. And now a great catch once again. One-arm spine bust by Rose Knight. Into the cover. Shoulders are down, taking out the referee. But from behind, Riley Knight with the prettier on top of the referee. And the Gilded Thorn by Rose Knight. Here's the cover, but the referee is down and out. Referee finally trying to get himself back in a natural state of mind. The cover. 1, 2, and 3.
Nice.
Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that these two at one point in time in their careers ran the Women's division as their top champion. Just take a look back at how this all fell apart here for the referee who got dropped on by two of our War Maidens into this matchup here. You can count the seconds all if you want here. Let's do it right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 seconds. Nikita was down and out. This is what the Silent Knights bring to the table in the Warriors Tag Team Division.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, coming to the ring by Ethan Valor and Chase Collins, representing American style.
This is going to be quite the competitive affair for American Strong Style's leader, Danny Wells, looking to get himself into a championship predicament. The winner of this matchup will go on to the Clash At Madness PPV, be locked inside of a cage fight along with Tom Doyle and Charles Griffin for the right to call himself the #1 contender to the American Revolution Championship, a title that neither of these two men have held.
And his opponent, coming into the ring by his brother Byron Cook, representing the CSF
Caw Cook has done a lot of things in his career, participated in the first ever death match in VRW, former world champion, former Soul Survivor champion for almost 410 consecutive days, reigning as our champion. The first ever dual champion of VRW. The man has turned himself into a walking Hall of Fame, but one championship that Caw has yet to get his hands on is the American Revolution Championship, and now Caw has that opportunity should he be able to knock off the leader of American Strong Style, Danny Wells. Here tonight, Danny already has a victory over the youngest sibling of the Cook family, that being Byron Cook, a couple weeks ago. And Danny is looking to get another victory over the CSF Mafia on behalf of American Strong Style. Danny Wells, along with Evan Wilder and Chase Collins, graduating from the Second City Dojo with collegiate wrestling backgrounds, pure technical grappling, submissions, everything in the woodworks for people like Danny Wells and the rest of American Strong Style here against the style of Caw Cook. Quick cover and a kick out. Caw, who has been all over the E-Fed circuit, VRW especially, he has made a mark here in the Warzone. A resume that could be closely compared to the likes of Austin Storm and Mason Rex. Jason Ramirez as well. One championship that the man has never held, being the American Revolution Championship. The man is building himself to be one of a strong figure of VRW should he ever get his hands on the American Revolution Championship. Being the longest reigning Soul Survivor champion, as its second champion to ever hold the title in its history, currently being held by Brandon Ace right now, and now locking in an awkward angle on the headhunter here, the Dream Killer submission. Trying to go for that exploder suplex, but Danny Wells right now trying to remind everyone how pure of an athlete he is when it comes to technical wrestling, when it comes to his grapple capability here. And driving the knee into the face of Danny Wells. Caw Cook now on the top rope. Danny Wells about to be targeted, taken down with an elbow, but look at the strength and power of Danny Wells! Catching Caw Cook out of midair and dropping him with a scoop slam! Can you call that part of his technical game or his grappling game? Catching Caw out of the air, that takes true talent, I do say so myself. And now on the pump handle suplex by Danny Wells here, now looking to go for the cover. Hook the leg, no count for Danny in that exchange. Now gonna keep Caw Cook grounded in his headlock here, trying to drive some of the air out of the lungs and wind column. Byron Cook and Caw Cook seeming to be back on the same page here as brothers and tag team partners. They're spout over the situation with Caw losing the Soul Survivor Championships, looking like is finally blown over, looking for a moonsault. The springboard, but Danny found the escape. And a belly-to-belly suplex. This man is a wrestling machine here off the deadlift into a German suplex. Perfect bridge and a kick out of one. Karan definitely not letting Danny Wells have an easy matchup here. Qualifying to be a #1 contender for the first time in his career off the Death Valley neckbreaker. But Karan Cook cover again and a 1 count this time by Danny. We got ourselves an anything you could do. I could do better factor here. And Danny Wells locking in a submission triangle. A triangle choke is locked in on Karan. But Karan able to get on his feet for the moment here. Found an escape from the submission hold, but Danny Wells still keeping the advantage. Shoulder tackle into the middle turnbuckle. Clothesline out of the ring. Like I said, neither one of these men are going to make this match any easier for each other. Chase Collins tried to help Danny Wells get back to a vertical base here. Now kick to the midsection. Danny Wells now brawling right in front of the VRW Riots. Cook back inside the ring. Wells back inside the ring. Not wanting this in. On a countout victory and a German suplex is high, dropping Cook on the back of his head and neck. Now into the cover, hooks the leg, and another 1 count for Karan. And Danny Wells not letting Karan Cook either have this moment to himself, climbing all the way to the top rope. Danny Wells, Cook with the splash zone, got dropped with a moonsault. But Danny looking like he's wanting to go for a 2P here. Back on the top rope, but this time, Cook trying to get back to a vertical base for the top rope. Danny on the hammer arm, but it down the way. And a stiff kick, great counter. Catching the legs, and again, catching Karan Cook into a belly-to-belly suplex. Danny Wells now going to lock in a crossface submission, dead center of the ring. Nowhere to go for Karan Cook, and pinning is only getting Danny 1 counts. Submissions is where to go, but Karan able to find a way to break out of the hold. And a kick to the midsection, meeting close to home. Gripping the nape of the neck of Danny Wells here, draping him over the ropes here. Now a stiff punch by Karan. And again another grip of the nape of the neck. This time going to use the ropes to sling Danny Wells off. And now Karan Cook, kick to the midsection, looking for that inverted power slam here. But Danny Wells able to wiggle himself free. And once again, catching Karan Cook into another belly-to-belly suplex. This time into the cover again. Shoulders are down, a 2 count this time. That 2 count allowed Danny to get a little bit more confidence now. All those 1 counts are behind him. Karan Cook is now going for the ride. German suplex after German suplex. Now with the trifecta. This strangely satisfying wrestling match on display right now. Karan Cook off the cutthroat, wanting us to know that the end is near. Wells into the corner, and Karan Cook with the uppercut party. It looks like we're on the comeback train. And there's an uppercut. And comes with another. Karan Cook off the drop kick now. For the opportunity to be locked inside of a cage fight. And another German suplex of Danny Wells. Karan Cook is in the fight of his life right now. When was the last time we saw Karan Cook up against the ropes like this? Both men trying valiantly to punch their ticket to the Clash At Madness pay-per-view. Brawling once again right in front of the VRW Riots. Both men now getting back inside of the ring. And this time, Wells got caught. Death Valley into the neckbreaker again by Karan Cook. Here's a cover. Shoulders are down. 2 count this time for Danny. Both men are realizing that they are wearing each other out. And an exploding suplex by Caw Cook. And Caw now gonna drive some of these well-placed knees to the side of the head and neck of Dirty Wells. You can clearly see the wear and tear visibly shown on the face of both Caw and Dirty Wells here, bringing each other to limits they didn't even know existed. Now up in a cradle position here, swinging side effect. Caw once again on top of his game here tonight. Off these mounted punches to Dirty Wells. Now bringing him back to a vertical brace here. Kick to the midsection. Is it going to hit this time for sure? Inverted power slam. Crawls into the cover of this time. Evan Wilder getting himself involved in a situation keeping the pin from happening. That might have been the only lifeline that Dirty Wells could afford to use here. Now looking to hit the hard to kill face buster, and that gave Dirty Wells the advantage. Dirty Wells once again sending Caw Cook for the ride. Another German suplex party for Dirty Wells off the trifecta. Caw Cook has no idea where he is right now, trying to look for the Olympic slam, but Cook was able to counter. There's the STO slam. Crawls into the cover, hooks the leg, shoulders are down, able to get a kick out of 2.5. These two are giving everything they have to this matchup here. Never would I imagine anyone's so eager to be locked inside of a cage when an opportunity to call himself a number one contender, another inverted power slam. Caw Cook this time climbing all the way to the top rope, turns around, hits a moonsault of his own. But now Danny, catching Caw with a jawbreaker here. Great counter off of the clothesline into a standing Uranagi slam. Cover again by Caw Cook. Shoulders are down. Kick out at 2 again. Cook is groggy. Wells is winded. And face first into the mat. All the wind being taken out of the lungs once again. And it was swinging STO by Caw Cook, face first, dead center of the ring. And now, boot to the leg, and another clothesline ducked in the knee by Caw Cook. There's a running knee. Danny Wells hanging on by a thread in this matchup now, and face first in that top turnbuckle. And now Caw gonna whip Danny Wells into the corner. Referee, it's down. Bad timing for both of these men here. It's a switch to the corner. Danny Wells now gonna put Caw face first into that turnbuckle here. Now gonna drive Caw shoulder first into the turnbuckle post. Now Danny misses with the kick. Caw Cook face first. There he goes. Hard to kill face buster. Into the cover. Shoulders are down. Caw Cook has a D with the cage.
Here's your winner, Caw Cook.
That was definitely a highlight match of the night for both Caw Cook and Danny Wells. Both men, both of these pure athletes, taking each other to heights and limitations neither man knew existed in their real house here. This back and forth affair, shortcut and simple. One of the best pure wrestling matches that we have seen here in a long time. And VRW, look at the moonsault by Danny Wells. So many counters we saw into this matchup here, including this one countering the inverted power slam, dropping Caw Cook into a belly-to-belly suplex. That, I thought, would have drawn up the blueprint for victory for Danny Wells. But this was the moment right here. Shoulder first into that turnbuckle post, but out of nowhere, Caw getting that adrenaline boost, that second win, able to drop the hard to kill to Danny Wells, securing the victory. What a match. Strong opinions echoing from the words of Danny Wells. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the action does not end here tonight. We still need one more man to join the cage fight at the Clash of Madness pay-per-view. A second chance qualifier for Karan's opponent, Tyson Sharp Zigzag or RJ Smith, who will join Karan tonight. But later on as well, a matchup that is going to be a toll on the championship match between Jada Storm and Triss Riley BeBe and Trish with huge Survivor match stipulations later on tonight, as long as this main event does not blow up into massive proportions. The Undisputed Elite looking to reclaim their dominance over the women's tag team division with Kickstarter Incorporated and Amber Young in their sights.
frenzy match, scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing Fun Time Chaos, Zigzag.
And Zigzag is digging deep into his roots. Haven't seen this mask in quite a long time. Zigzag is looking to bring himself to the Clash of Madness. The man's got his few screws loose himself.
And his opponent from Chicago, Illinois, Tyson Sharp.
Unbeknownst to Tyson Sharp, Tom Doyle was thrown straight into the cage fight first at the Clash of Madness. The man had no idea that match was a qualifier, but now Tyson is well aware that this is his second chance to be thrown inside of the cage fight of the Clash of Madness pay-per-view with an opportunity to get back that Mason Rex, who he has history with involving the American Revolution Championship.
From Phoenix, Arizona, weighing at 195 pounds, RJ Smith.
Completely abandoning the words of Maxwell White, RJ Smith is now looking to put himself back in the good graces of his dream, that being a champion in VRW. This is another opportunity for RJ to be the warrior that he has always wanted to be here in VRW, a warrior who has known nothing but success. Here tonight, RJ Smith, this may very well be his last chance to inch one step closer to his dream of being a champion in VRW. For all three of these warriors here tonight, this is a chance to be locked inside of a cage fight with Karan Cook, Charles Griffin, and Tom Doyle. Matchup is now underway. RJ taking a quick trip to the outside. Zigzag, I don't know what the hell this man is doing here. Corona off the bat to Tyson Sharp. And RJ is going to be thinking smart in this entire affair here. Great combination by Tyson and RJ here. And a drop kick taken at a cross body. Zigzag is nuts. And now, misses with a single leg drop kick here. This is a frenzy match. One fall to the finish here. There are no disqualifications, no countouts. Anything and absolutely anything can happen. And trying to take out the legs of Tyson Sharp did not work out way too well for RJ, and Zigzag back in the vertical base turnaround. RJ Smith, Zigzag going straight for your leg. Everyone's head is going to be on a constant swivel here. In this frenzy match, nothing could ever go right in a frenzy match. In this case, a 33% chance of victory. And right now, a beautiful Northern Lights suplex by RJ Smith. Gotta wonder if Maxwell White is watching somewhere in back, watching his protege take on this matchup. Hopefully using the methods, the teachings that were gifted to him. Zigzag is all over the ring right now. It is very awkward. It's strange to keep up with the man here, trying to take out the legs of Zigzag this time, but it didn't work out. And then you see Tyson Sharp in the corner, just waiting his time out. Gonna exert some power here. Whoa, 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 whoa! And the old face buster crashing down on all those turnbuckle pads. This man Tyson is trying to insult his career here tonight. Man is physically gifted, deceivingly powerful. Now gonna lock in a knee bar. Knee bar submission is locked in. RJ Smith coming in to make the save as Zigzag. Able to save himself. Now front headlock is applied here. RJ Smith trying to drag the air out of the lungs. Run behind. Oh! It's a super kick by RJ into a street jacket German suplex. From behind, Tyson Sharp now trying to get the upper hand on RJ Smith. Kick to the midsection. And now RJ looking to go face first. No, there's a counter to a lariat. And off the knee drop by Tyson Sharp. Tyson is trying to reach the Kessel Run here at VRW. Trying to walk into the footprints of his former predecessor, King Ogle. Looking to be a champion for himself. Zigzag just acting a fool in the corner. Double knees to the back of RJ Smith. Looking to pick apart. Ooh, blocking the slap by Tyson. Sharp clothesline taking Tyson out of the equation on the outside. Now no. Zigzag looking to bring a weapon into the matchup here. And there is a table now included into this match. No disqualifications. Literally anything can happen in this matchup. Tossed over the top rope. And Tyson Sharp out the cutthroat. He sees the instruments of destruction and sees an opportunity. Zigzag already back inside 3. Here we go again. Super kick. Great counter by Tyson Sharp. Trying to kick him again. Pointing the elbow, meeting the knee. And now Tyson Sharp has him up for the Juggalo pile driver. Tyson, is he headed to the Clash At Madness pay-per-view? No, only a 2 count. We thought that was about to be over and done with. Oh, the height being dropped down onto that gut buster by Tyson. Trying to go for a belly-to-belly suplex. RJ able to cut off the bell ringer. And now it's going for a ride off the high angle. Back suplex. Still has a hold of him in a German. Tyson Sharp is all fired up now. He has reached the runner's high in wrestling here in the Warzone. And at the other end of that table is a lethal weapon now. Tyson is moving the hard way around. Zigzag is not wanting to be right here in this moment. Waiting to be fed his meal. Look at it, up onto the corner of the table. That was an awkward landing for Zigzag off that table. And now RJ with the brain buster. Cover, float over, kick out with the shoulder up. How in the world is Zigzag still moving right now? There's a drop kicking face first on that bottom turnbuckle. Zigzag back to a vertical base, trying to go for a super kick again. This time to RJ. Even RJ was able to counter the super kick. There's a knee to RJ. And Zigzag is wilded out. But from behind, looking for a choke slam, and Zigzag is now locked into the comeback train. Toss it in the corner, goes to the middle ropes. There's a roundhouse kick by Zigzag. And now off the springboard, misses with the drop kick. Shoved aside by Tyson Sharp. And now looking for a choke slam again. With the elbows to the side of the head. Great counter. Super kick. Counter once again. Pointing the elbow to the knee. And a kick to the hamstring. Off the springboard, but no one was home. Down goes Zigzag elbow. And tried to take the legs out from underneath the Tyson Sharp. Did not work out at all. And a stiff punch. RJ has Tyson up on his shoulders with the electric chair driver. Cover by RJ Smith. RJ gets his second chance.
Here's your winner, RJ Smith.
And the stars have finally aligned themselves for our Clash At Madness pay-per-view encounter. Even though the table didn't provide that much excitement, it did give us a spot of the moment, but a moment right here where Tyson Sharp was able to nail Zigzag with the Juggalo power driver. Surely we all thought that that would have been the near end of the match at night for Zigzag. And Zigzag, he wasn't given any kind of favors in this matchup here. The way he was slammed onto the table, but not able to pull himself back inside the ring and stop this from happening. Lodging Tyson Sharp onto his shoulders and driving him down with the electric chair. And like we said, ladies and gentlemen, the stars are all aligned. Be prepared to lose yourself at the Clash At Madness pay-per-view. The matchup is set. Karar Cook, Charles Griffin, RJ Smith, Tom Doyle. All 4 of these warriors trapped inside of a cage fight where the only way is to escape in order to call yourself a #1 contender for the American Revolution Championship. Is this the time where RJ grabs hold of that necessary grass ring?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Queens, New York, BeBe Ka.
Early in the night, we saw the heart-to-heart made by Jada Storm and BeBe Ka, saying that the dream, ultimately, for Insurgency is to be draped in gold. I believe both War Minions included in the Survivor match of the Clash At Madness PPV is ready for this rivalry to come to its end.
And her opponent, from Dublin City, Ireland, she is the VRW Warzone Gift of Valor champion, Triss Riley.
Hands down, the most conflicted War Maiden on the roster here today, having to live her life as a Gift of Valor champion and enjoying this glory on her own, while her lover has to stand beside the War Maiden that's looking to take away this glory from Triss Riley. Surely, Triss lives a very complicated life here in the War Zone. Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, let's unfold yourselves onto the stipulation of this one-on-one affair between BeBe Ka and Triss Riley. BeBe undoubtedly is a ride-or-die War Maiden for Jada Storm and Insurgency. Will do absolutely anything and everything to see Insurgency thrive and prosper. Triss Riley, who won her first championship at the expense of Jada Storm, the current Gift of Valor champion, does not want this championship reign to be sullied any further than it already has been. Here is the stipulation. Here is the narrative that is being brought to you into this matchup here. Should BeBe Ka lose this matchup to Triss Riley, BeBe Ka will have no place ringside during the 30-minute Survivor match between Jada Storm and Triss Riley for the Gift of Valor championship. However, should Triss Riley lose to BeBe Ka, then on the night of Clash of Madness, the moment that bell rings for the Survivor match, Triss Riley has to get herself counted out, granting Jada Storm one fall into their championship matchup. That is what's at stake. That is what's on the line here tonight. Triangle choke is locked in. High stakes, all reward for Triss Riley or Jada Storm in this affair. And the worst part of it is, if you're Triss Riley, you cannot enjoy both of her granted niceties. That being a champion of herself and being by the side of her lover, not while Jada Storm, the War Maiden who absolutely cannot stand Triss Riley as a human being, as a War Maiden. The two have to coexist with each other here on the roster, but after the Clash of Madness, both War Maidens will be going down their own personal paths of success in VRW. Both having heart-to-heart moments with people that are important to them. Jada Storm versus Triss Riley 2 will be the absolute last encounter that these two have with each other here in VRW. No matter victory, no matter the loss, this will be the end of a glorious rivalry between Triss Riley and Insurgency. And BeBe Ka is looking to put Jada Storm in the winner's circle here to allow herself to be by Jada's side when she possibly takes back the Gift of Valor championship. Running back inside the ring, here comes BeBe now. Now off that snapmare takedown. Down goes Triss Riley, now gonna wrench her way at the head and neck. Win by any means necessary. That were the words of Jada Storm, wanting to take back the championship that she feels needs to be in the possession of Insurgency, dropping her on the back of her head. And now raining down these punches is BeBe Ka. to Triss Riley. We saw the matchup between Karan Cook and Danny Wells, how pure that wrestling match was. This is going to be pure animosity between BeBe and Triss. So much is at stake in this matchup right now. And now dropping Triss Riley on the knee. And going quickly into the cover here. Shoulders are down as a 2 count. Everything to gain if you win. So much to lose if you suffer a loss here. Triss Riley driving the knee to the face, getting herself out of the Dragon Sleeper hold into the high knee. Cover. Shoulders are down. There's a shoulder coming up for BeBe Ka. Triss Riley feeding off of the energy of the VRW Riots. Trying to get BeBe back to a vertical base here. Going to use the ropes. And then with BeBe using the ropes to her advantage here. Now has her feet planted firmly in the ground. Triss Riley wants to end this here. And now off the Riley bomb. Into the bridge cover. Shoulders are down. BeBe able to kick out at 2.5. And Triss Riley gonna lock herself in on the comeback train. Off the 2 takedowns. Whipping BeBe Ka into the corner. Here comes BeBe. Misses wildly. There's a roundhouse kick. Now whipping herself back inside the ring. Great counter. Stiff forearm strike by Triss Riley. Kick to the midsection, however. Has her dropped up into a whiplash neckbreaker. And BeBe taking a dab on Triss Riley as she's now going to lock herself onto the comeback train. Atomic drop. Now going to drop her with a scoop slam. Down goes Riley. Now back to a vertical base here. BeBe Ka off the schoolgirl into a super kick. BeBe Ka is going to make Triss Riley regret ever taking the championship away from Jada Storm. Here's a cover, hook the leg, shoulders are down, kick out by Triss Riley. Hard hitting, fierce animosity. There's nothing in this world more terrifying than a woman scorned. And we are seeing this affair be turned into a scornful brawl. Oh, stiff punch and these kicks. DDT on the outside. As the ref continues to count higher and higher, trying to reach a 10 count. Will either of these two here to get back inside the ring in time. Face first on the apron goes Triss, and BeBe keeping his fight right in front of the VRW Riots. And now face first on that apron once again. Referee's count is at 6. Now tossed back inside the ring. BeBe Ka now with an opportunity to put down Triss Riley's dream of holding on to the Gift of Valor Championship. BeBe Ka about to lock in a cash out. Trish is down. Hook the leg. Shoulders are down. 2.99. BeBe Ka is living. BeBe is furious. Off the European uppercut. Triss Riley now. Hold on. Triss Riley. Triss Riley. With a Riley bomb. It's over. Cover. Cover. Shoulders are down. Another kick out at 2. Back to vertical base again. And a clothesline to the outside. Neither one of these War Maidens want to lose here tonight. It's not just about the stipulations put on this matchup here. Keep in mind that every time that BeBe Ka and Triss Riley enter the same ring, twice now, BeBe has pinned Triss Riley. This is a necessary match for both of these two War Maidens. One to solidify the power of insurgency, the power of the will of Jada Storm, and one to get a victory, to get a chip off her shoulder. And now BeBe gonna tie up the arm into a camel clutch submission. So close to the ropes, but Triss wants to use her own power to escape the submission. Now blocks the punch. Kick to the midsection here. Oh! Stiff punch by BeBe Ka. Oh, Triss was against the ropes with a grip of the nape of the neck. Face first of that top turnbuckle. Now BeBe gonna send Triss Riley packing into the corner here. Both women are going to show signs of wearing down here. Kick to the midsection by Triss Riley, and there's a high angle clothesline. Into the cover, hook the leg, and hold on, BeBe Ka is able to grab onto the ropes, and the referee shockingly was able to see that. For all the times the referee wants to start playing by the books, he's actually paying attention to such an important matchup. Good on you, referee, but you still suck as a zebra. Stiff punch by Triss Riley. Now BeBe is sent to the ropes by Riley here, and once again, off the takedown, this time by a hip toss by Triss. Now dragging BeBe Ka away from the ropes here. Ooh! Kick down, face. Oof! Again, these boots in the face of BeBe Ka by Triss Riley. And now a drop kick! Picture perfect to say the least. And Triss Riley now climbing all the way to the top rope, looking for a leg drop, and nobody was home! Stepping down the back of the leg of Triss Riley. Now BeBe has a grip of the nape of the neck, face first of that top turnbuckle, and now bashing her face over and over and over and over and over again, trying to rock the brain cells out of Triss. Triss Riley BeBe Ka. A serious affair in the wake of the Get the Valor Championship at the Clash of Madness, and another cash out to Triss Riley. Dead center of the ring. Here's the cover. Hooks the leg. Shoulders are down. Able to get the shoulder up again at 2.5. Triss Riley refuses to stay down. She will thrive. She will persist to keep her championship aspirations intact. But what does that say about the fight and drive of BeBe Ka? Looking so violently to destroy the dream, to destroy the satisfactions given to Triss Riley as she retreats to the outside. You gotta wonder if BeBe Ka is fighting on behalf of Jada Storm, fighting on behalf of Insurgency, or fighting on behalf of herself. This is her career that she is vibrantly expressing here tonight. Her count climbs higher and higher. Now gonna grab and pick the leg, dribbling her over the top rope. That one might have rocked Triss Riley. A stiff forearm from behind, turns her back around, locking up the odds into a full Nelson into a suplex. Cover with both shoulders are down, and again 2.99 as a nip up by Triss, and another clothesline. Here comes the Get the Valor champion. Oh, and there's a pick of the legs from underneath. Triss Riley is down. BeBe Ka on top of her game right now. There's the stomp, and now the assaulted battering of Triss Riley. Hard-hitting animosity, like we said at the start of this matchup. Neither one wants to give an inch to each other. Now trying to get Triss Riley back, dragging her by her pigtails here, and tried to go for that bicycle kick there. BeBe now gonna top the arms, and look at this arm trap, camel clutch submission applied. Submission dead locked in, but able to find an escape. Now Triss Riley tossing BeBe into the corner, and a double knees meeting her chin. And now we're about to witness some pure power on display of Triss Riley. Look at this, just dropping BeBe down. And again, back to a vertical base, looking for the high knee. And there's a counter underneath these stiff strikes by BeBe Ka. And flipping the bird to Triss Riley, stepping down on her leg again. And now BeBe looking for the double knees. Paying homage to the king of Warzone with a shattered memory. And going after the left leg now. BeBe Ka is targeting the left leg of Triss Riley, trying to take away her walking ability. And there you saw her grabbing at the left leg. BeBe Ka now looking to play a third Big cash out. Dead center of the ring. Here's the cover. Up the leg. Shoulders are down. Another kick out by Triss Riley. BeBe is beside herself here. She knew that Triss Riley would not take this matchup slightly. And now that she's seeing the true resolve of the Gift of Valor champion here tonight. Now gonna be whipped into the corner. Look out, double knees meeting the top turnbuckle. Once again, full Nelson and our dragon suplex. Here's the cover again, hand in the face, shoulders are down, and another kick out for Triss. And Triss Riley able to nail it with a hurricanrana. Great takedown, great counter. Back to a vertical base here, stiff forearm strike. Now with a lock in the hand, with a furious right hand to Triss Riley. Cover again, shoulders are down, and 2.99. War of the Warming is one-on-one. BeBe Ka, Triss Riley, what a fight that is on hand. Both Warming seeing each other shoulder first. BeBe now once again trapped into another Riley bomb. The cover, shoulders are down. Triss Riley with the necessary win.
Here is your winner, Triss Riley.
Without needing to put her head on a swivel, without having to worry about BeBe Ka at ringside, it will be a one-on-one affair. What the hell is this? Sammy Stone from out of nowhere! The Queen of the Warzone coming straight after Triss Riley after such an incredible matchup between her and BeBe Ka, and Sammy Stone is all going after the left leg of Triss. Like I said before, nothing more terrifying than a woman's scorn, and we are seeing the scornful power of our Queen of the Warzone. Sammy Stone attacking, assaulting Triss Riley right now, again going after the left leg. Where did this even come from? Again, targeting the legs. Sammy Stone is unbound. What on earth has gotten into the mind, of our queen? This is the birth of a tyrant. And Sammy Stone once again with another Yakuza kick. And here comes Ryan. Here comes Ryan at the aid of Triss Riley. But look out, look out, look out! And now it's Jason Ramirez taking the chair brought in by Sammy and just assaulting Ryan Riley on the outside. The champion, the world champion, who's now going after Ryan Riley with the queen who took out Triss Riley. And what is on the mind? What's on the mind now of Jason Ramirez? Wait, no. Jason, no! No, 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 no! Planting Ryan Riley with a pile driver on the steel rampway. Absolutely no remorse for Jason Ramirez and Triss Riley. Despite winning this matchup here tonight, it is confirmed Jada Storm, Triss Riley, no ringside presence, no interference. 30 minutes and a Survivors match for the Gift of Valor Championship. A literal battle of endurance And we heard earlier tonight that Jason Ramirez will have to deal with Ryan Riley with the VRW Warzone Championship on the line. I'm scared for both Triss Riley and Ryan Riley. Coexistence is definitely not a factor in this matchup here. Sierra Presley's championship match was interfered last week and ruined by the Undisputed Elite. There is a common enemy as a demeanor between KSI and this woman, the War Raiders champion.
And just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward, always getting closer. I'm
from Washington, D.C., she is VRW Warzone champion, Amber Young.
Amber Young's main agenda when she became the VRW Women's Champion was for all women to step up their game when it came to challenging her. And the Undisputed Elite undoubtedly have gotten the attention of Amber Young. Tonight, Amber Young aligns herself with Kickstarter Incorporated, looking to bring the fight to the Undisputed Elite, who have been reigning as Women's Tag Team Champions just for a number of months now. No fear, no surrender in the eyes of Amber Young here tonight. Oh, God.
And their opponents, they are the VRW Tag Team Champions, Suplex, Tori Doyle, Ruby Rebel, the Undisputed Elite.
I have been able to tolerate the Undisputed Elite for quite some time now since their arrival to VRW, but I could have gone a couple more weeks without having to hear the anthem, the music of the UE. Suplex, Tori Doyle, Ruby Rebel, once again finding themselves in the main event of the Warzone, with no good intentions at all in this matchup, only looking to assert their dominance. Starting things off is Amber Young and Tori Doyle of the Undisputed Elite. Champion versus champion on display right now. Tori Doyle, who was always valued and viewed as the weak link of the Undisputed Elite, always looked at as the lesser branch, the weak link, if you would. If you take a look at the War Mans who are by her side, Ruby Rebel, who kidnapped Ruby Tribbiani and put herself in many number of matches, has shown the most violent tendencies that Ruby has provided. Then take a look at Suplex, the kind of damage that she can provide inside the ring. Tag was made to Sierra Presley, taking many War Mans to the limit, including the likes of Robin Blackstar, taking her out in the Queen of the Jungle match, superplexing, bad aiming off of the ladder to the outside through our announcer's table. Tag was made to Suplex. What has Tori done? I'll tell you, Tori Doyle has been trying to lift up her weight within the Undisputed Elite. She is the reason that the championships are around the Undisputed Elite, picking up the pinfall, getting the victory when they became the Warzone Tag Team Champions. Despite all this, and look at this, it's things like this that make Tori dangerous as a secret threat underneath of the Undisputed Elite. A hidden weapon, a hidden dagger, if you would, underneath smoke and mirrors. And now spiking that head and neck onto the floor on the outside. Giving Suplex a proper advantage on the outside. The referee's count is at 4 right now. Brawling on the outside right in front of the VRW Rise, not even giving Sierra the time of day to find a counter. Now tossing her into the apron. And that time against the ring post. And again, bouncing her face off the ring post. The referee's count is at 8 right now. Would have been a pass me if the UE took a count-out victory here tonight, but both women getting back inside the ring. Sierra trying to make the tag, but Sue won't let it happen. Now trapped in the corner, there's a shoulder tackle. First time seeing that move. Actually a hit in the match here in the Warzone. And now Sue is just going to drive these fists into the face of Sierra Presley right now. Now gonna tie up her arm, looking for a submission. Bending back the arm. And Sierra able to find an escape, flipping herself through. Now gonna go for a punch. Ooh, the forearm strike. And here comes one of many suplexes. take a shot every time you see a suplex happen from suplex. And there's a whiplash neck breaker. Here comes the first cover of the matchup here from behind. Amber Young making a save. And both Ruby Rebel and Tori Doyle trying to intimidate Amber, but had her back turned to the both as the savage nature of our Women's Champion. Now suplex. Looking to add another counter. Looking to make you take another shot. Looking for the ultimate suplex. Here's the cover again, but this time Roxy Guns making a save. Now making a tag to Ruby Rebel, thinking the things that the Undisputed Elite have done in their career other than claiming the Women's Tag Team Championships. Looking for a springboard kick. They kidnapped Ruby Tribbiani, locked her in the compound that they own. But then Ruby was saved by Pandemonium, and quickly when we returned to the Warzone, Pandemonium was put out of service by UE. And here comes the Women's Champion, giving Ruby Rebel a run for her money. Stiff kick to the head of Amber Young. There's a flying clothesline by Ruby. Ruby Rebel, former Women's Television Champion, looking for the red flasher. Amber Young, however, able to counter. And there's a pump kick to the face. Amber not allowing Ruby Rebel to make a tag. And there's a stiff kick to the lower back. Many thought that Amber Young had the upper hand last week against Sierra Presley. Many believed that they would have been another successful championship title defense. Off the high knee from behind, looking for a German suplex. Great counter by Amber Young. Great counter again. Back and forth like a pendulum swing. Tossed back into the corner of the UE, making the tag to Tori Doyle. And now feeding Tori. Look out, rolling Death Valley Slam, 450 splash! And Tori Doyle from the top rope with a moonsault! Tori Doyle still trying to hold the weight of the UE on her back! Spiking the champion with a DDT, but Amber with a judo toss! Now Amber Young, a little bit of misdirection here. Roxy wanting the tag to happen, but Amber being tossed back into the UE's corner. Making the tag to suplex this time. And this time, looking for a pile driver perhaps. No! Springboard by Tori Doyle, spiking it in that! Amber Young is taking the brunt of the assault for the UE here tonight. Show the first of that metal turnbuckle. And now Sue showing off the champion. Got caught into a German suplex. Amber Young now looking to make that tag to Roxy Guns now. Roxy, the Lego War Maiden, looking to go straight after suplex, kicking her while she's down. Back to her vertical base now, got caught. Ooh, looking for a Snapmare takedown. Clothesline over and out of the ring. And the tag was made to Tori Doyle once again. Tori getting a lot of time in his match here tonight. Now, ooh, blocking a punch underneath. Has her up in a firewoman's carry. Oh! The go-to knee by Roxy Guns. Ooh, spiking the point of the elbow. Clothesline taking Roxy out of the outside. And oof. Strikes back and forth. Oh, another knee by Roxy. Looking for her. But fell face first to the outside. Great counter by Tori. I just said great counter for Tori. What the hell? Now, oof. Knee to the midsection. Tori Doyle. Well, pendulum face buster. Count is at 7. Both of these War-Maidens need to get back inside the ring. And they finally do. Roxy has no idea where she is. Now she does, off the arm drag. Taking out Tori. And oof! Kick to the midsection by Tori Doyle. Now knocking Sierra off the ropes here. Look out with a handspring elbow. Moved out of the way was Roxy, however. Now from behind, dragon suplex. Normally the agenda for Kickstarter Incorporated would be throw a bunch of kicks around, but I haven't seen too many of those just yet. And Dominic's again meeting the ribs of Tori. Roxy Guns hyping herself up. I think she's talking trash to Amber Young with that little taunt of hers. And Roxy locking in a Cobra Clutch submission on a grounded Tori door, but Tori, ooh, with the back elbows, finding the escape. And kick to the midsection. Tori door, however, has her locked in. Package pile driver, dead center of the ring. Tori looking to end this for the Undisputed Elite. Cover is a cover, and oh! I believe Ruby was trying to keep Sierra from breaking up the pin and instead did it herself, making the attack a suplex. A great play keeping the distance between herself and Ruby with Sierra Presley shoulder first into the midsection once again with a suplex. And once again tying up the arms, this time to Roxy, trying to break the arms. Suplex and submission MMA background, but able to find another escaping counter. And a super kick, great counter once again in a clothesline. The Undisputed Elite, they said they wanted to assert their dominance. Here's a kick for you. Now trapping Roxy Guns with her own legs and power, gonna ragdoll Roxy with this neck lock. All across the ring being nothing but Suplex's plaything. And again, that is nothing but pure strength. I thought last week was leg day. Now suplex off the hammerlock northern suplex. And another spinning suplex to boot. Roxy Guns needs to make a tag and get out of the ring right now. Contra suplex by Sue. This has gone from bad to worse for Kickstarter Incorporated, stepping down at the back of the head and neck. Now once again with another whiplash neck breaker by Sue. Into the cover, hooks the leg. Shoulders are down, and is Sierra Presley able to make the save. And from behind, trying to go for a German suplex. Great counter by Sierra Presley. From behind, got caught, however, by Ruby Rebel. Oh, there's a counter suplex. In the meantime, pump kick to Ruby. Looking for another ultimate suplex. Has her up. Roxy able to find an escape. From behind, a reverse DDT. Now Roxy finally with the upper hand against suplex. This is the opportunity Roxy needs to get herself out of this matchup. But instead it's continuing to take the fight to Sue with a Pele kick. Roxy Guns is not all bark. She's all the bite and all the heart for Kickstarter Incorporated right now. And oh! Sit punch turning it around from behind the famous sir. Roxy Guns wanting to do this all on her own as a one war maiden army. I'm gonna toss suplex into a different corner, high knee. Now looking for a bulldog and being thrown off by Sue. A great counter. Now looking for a power slam from behind, straight to the back. Back elbow connecting. Now looking for a belly-to-belly suplex. Roxy might now be regretting her opportunity to turn down the tag. Draping moonlock is applied. Sue looking to force Roxy to tap out once again. But Roxy Guns breaking the grip of the hold. Great escape for Roxy. Now has a hold of the leg. A suplex. Oh, whipping her back of her head on that lower turnbuckle. Now targeting the left leg. A suplex. But so able to come back on a shoulder tackle. Leaving absolutely everything in the ring right now. Oh! A swift elbow And a super kick misses, however. But still has the upper hand against suplex off the ropes. Looking to wrench away at the arm. Stiff forearm strike by suplex. And now Sue once again hammerlock Northern Lights. And spins into a brain buster. And here is the vibrant assault. Dead center of the ring. Sierra, with only being able to watch this all go down, Amber Young. Both of these warriors waiting to make the tag for Roxy to get her out of this matchup. Suplex once again. Feet primed and ready. Has her all the way up for another ultimate suplex. And quickly, here comes Amber Young to make the save. You see the wear and tear on Ruby Rebel. Roxy Guns now being brought back to a vertical base European uppercut to suplex. Now being tossed into the corner, kickstart Amber. This is the opportunity that she needs. Whip back around, back elbow. Roxy still not making the tag. Being tossed into the other corner, shoulder tackle once again. Suplex with another belly to belly. It has to be validation. That is only coursing through the mind of Roxy. Trying to hold her own without the help of her tag team partners here tonight. And again with another whiplash neckbreaker. Crawled into the cover again. Hooks the leg. Shoulders are down. Here's Amber once again in a drop kick to Roxy. And suplex. A little bit of unorthodox of her style. Climbing to the top rope from the top and elbow to the heart of Roxy Guns. I've literally seen it all for the Undisputed Elite here tonight. Another tag to Tori Doyle. Tori gonna keep the offense against Roxy Guns as she has still been unable to make the tag to her partners. And there's a knee to the midsection. Looking for another pendulum face buster. And to the cover. Hooks the leg. Shoulders are down again, making a save. This time taking Sue out of the equation. And a tag being made to Ruby Rebel this time. Roxy wanting to make the tag. And finally she makes the tag to Sierra Presley. Here comes the Tombo and Pride. Blocks a kick. There's a wheel kick to Ruby. Sarah now primed and ready. Kick to the midsection. Great counter once again by Ruby. Picture perfect moonsault. Ruby Rebel trying to clean up the rest of this matchup. And drop down into the middle rope. Now driving the air out of the lungs of Sierra Presley. Tag made possibly out of vein. And an elbow by Sierra. Dropped underneath of the clothesline. Being tossed back into the corner of the UE. And there's a Yakuza kick. Now counter for counter, thrown back and forth into this corner. Turnbuckle and boot to the chest. Turned her around into a backstabber. Into the cover. Hooking both legs this time to kick out. And this time Sierra making an attack again to Roxy. Here comes Roxy Guns again. Both women is looking for the same kick, but it meant to over. Ruby with an inverted backstabber. Now Ruby, off that deep arm drag this time. Roxy, now wrenching away at the leg. Ruby Rebel whipping it back. And now this time it's Sue and Tori trying to get Ruby out of this matchup here. Kick to the midsection with another sprinting brain buster to Roxy. Now thrown in the corner of the UE with another Yakuza kick. Trying to take the head off of Roxy. We are down the rabbit hole where the UE are throwing around more kicks than Kickstar Incorporated. Now off the deep arm drag once again by Roxy Guns. It's a roundhouse kick that was countered by suplex. Kick to the midsection. Sue looking for a power bomb, perhaps. No, transitions to a Fire Women's carry, draping her over the top rope. Now suplex off the deadlift this time. German suplex is down. Here's a cover and there's a save. A save by Tori Doyle to Amber Young, knocking out Zero off the apron. And the Double D's beating the champion and taking out Roxy Guns. Kickstarter Incorporated have been doing everything they can to keep up with the UE, but it seems that everything is starting to fall apart. But on the other side of your screen here, a shoulder tackle that was delivered and face first onto the floor. Suplex off the hammerlock with another Northern Lights suplex. As the ref count is now at 5 here. Completely at the mercy of the UE right now is Roxy Guns. Roxy now back to her vertical beast, needs to make the tag to the champion. Got caught, however, cradle, hammerlock, suplex. The UE are running circles around Kickstarter Incorporated. And now looking for the cover, using the ropes as leverage here. Come on, kick out. Despicable tactics used by the UE. And another kick to Roxy Guns. Off the cradle. Again with another suplex. A dangerous scene. A dangerous scenario. And Suplex is just biding her time. Making the tag to Ruby Rebel once again. Now Ruby trying to go for the red herring, but a great counter. Great counter by Roxy Guns. This is the comeback she needed. There's a high kick off the springboard, but moved out of the way was Ruby. And now drop down underneath. There's a dragon suplex. Roxy Guns found her second win. Now locking in a figure 4 necklock. Submission applied right in front of the UE, but found an escape. However, stiff kick to the leg. Off the ropes now. Here comes Roxy Guns and a huge roundhouse kick by Ruby Rebel. And now Ruby, driving the knee into the back of the head and neck of Roxy Guns. Roxy had no idea where she is right now. There's a high knee by Ruby Rebel into the cover. The interception by Suplex and AOE ran out with a victory.
Here are your winners, the Undisputed Elite.
Instead of writing insert name here, insert dominant here for the Undisputed Elite. As much as I hate to say it, the Undisputed Elite last week interfered in the matchup between Amber Young and Sierra Presley. Not just out of pure spite, but out of the pure alpha in the system that is the Undisputed Elite. There are many points in this matchup here, but things fell apart for Kickstarter Incorporated. But they found a way to bob and weave themselves through the strategy of the UE. Here was a moment where Roxy Guns got the upper hand on a suplex machine. There were many times where everything fell apart out of the referee's control, and that did wonders for the Undisputed Elite in more ways than you would believe. And here during the ending moments of the matchup, the cocky demeanor of Ruby Rebel to hit this high ankle knee strike to Roxy Guns to get the victory for the UE. And from out of nowhere, Kickstarter Incorporated attacking and insulting Amber Young. Out of sheer rage, out of sheer anger, Kickstarter Incorporated taking out their frustrations on Amber Young. And from the top rope. What was that about? Nothing more terrifying than a woman scorned. The loss of battle between Kickstar against the Undisputed Elite has put a serious dent on their path to becoming World Media Tag Team Champions, and they're blaming Amber Young. Now Sierra from the top rope. And Roxy Guns is watching this all go down. The hell that all three of these War Mans were put through. Taking down Amber and from the top rope. The double foot stomp. And now Sierra Roxy with a steel chair in hand. The champ is down. Come on, this is over. This is over. Stop this. Stop this. Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. Rachel Ross. The one-hold challenge for the Women's Championship and the Ultimate Frenzy coming at the aid of Amber Young. Rachel with the save. Amber is saved for now.